Um, Hello, my channel. I forgot to say that earlier. Was channel on online. So, oh yeah, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I haven't really gotten this intro thing down to a T just yet, but it's time I'm going to get my intro right. And yeah, it's consistency. I guess I'm gonna find a way to build the intro and all that. But all this is just test run. As you all know, they say, oh, I better still, as I could say it, just do it. I didn't just want to start the channel with hopium, basically, always saying, oh, I will. And since I can do it, then why fucking not? A good camera right now. And that's why my my tab, the video side, is blank, which with time that's gonna be resolved. But for now, we're gonna just manage it like that. Now let's go into the charts. It's been looking. We'll do a top-down analysis on every single one, from BTC down to DXY. So let's do some reviews. So from BTC, we are observing from the weekly charts, right? There's uh there's a FVG, a very strong weekly FVG that price is strongly reacting from, and it has been reacting from it for almost 3 weeks, from if I'm not mistaken. Aside from that, also this other block right here is significant also because it tapped it. Sorry, it's it tapped it and started to run from there. Yeah. So it tapped it and started running from that particular order block. Aside from that, this particular weekly fair value gap is still being respected. Why? Because various wicks, right? It's not invalidated because it's just wicks. Remember what they always say: the wicks do the damage, right? And the bodies tell the story. If you can look at the previous week candle, you will notice that it's signaling indecision, all right? Its signaling indecision only tells us one thing. There's a possibility that this particular fair value gap might either come to hold or not. And the possibilities of it holding are quite high because comes on a couple of the a couple of a couple of pullbacks won't be bad. Even if to sell, right? Even if it's to sell, we should see some corrections at least. And now, if this is where the corrections are to start from, finding entries or positions inside to want to also take from. There was a sweep here, and also checking my CRT ranges. This is a good CRT taking liquidity from the low here, right? So that being said, let's go to the daily to see what it's looking like over there. So these are the candle range high and the candle range lows of the previous week. This looks this looks prominent. Do you know why? For example, not even for example, I previously just drew out a change of character just right about here. And I'm also seeing a daily range theory also. Prior to my weekly range theory that I saw, that's leaning based on the indecision side. But if we are to look at market structure, what do we see here? We see a huge displacement up after hitting a strong zone, a correction, which is way more than 50% of the pullback, right? Filling back into this fair value gap, creating another displacement. But let me mark out this my daily first. This is my daily CRT, daily candle range high, CRH. Why is it outside? Why is the text outside? Okay, let's change that. Middle, center, daily candle range high. So let's duplicate this. Um, all right. And then there was a sweep on the daily before making that high. I mean, before taking just at taking that low, there was a sweep. All right. And yeah, then it started rallying up again after hitting what I assume a drought as a 4 hour FVG. This is clean. This is something I should be taking. There's possibilities the buyers might start tripping soon because it doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think it's better this way. If I can get okay, let's check 2 hours. This would have been a good entry here, but unfortunately I missed it. And since I missed that, I can start looking for a continuation entry from probably, I would like, right? I would like to take from here, right? Where it is now. But the problem with taking it from here is this. These candles, to me, right, are not, they're not huge enough. If it was like a full-on or full-blown engulfing candle, right, that I would call here, okay, I would say, okay, no, I feel it's okay for me to enter from there. But these are not showing strong conviction, and therefore it's not giving me what it's not giving me the thrill to want to jump into it. But I would like to see something, or it could be, let's say, a break of, you know what, it could even be a break of this particular structure, right? I'll take that. But I would like to see something, right? I would like to see something. But who knows? There's a possibility I might enter from somewhere around here. I really don't know. It's looking like something that should play out, but I will ignore this one. I will ignore this one, mostly because uh, it's confusing. Ignore this one, mostly because, like I said, it's not giving me criteria that I would like to take for. I'm not doing it here. I'm not. So yeah. So yeah, this I might just take this. Who knows? I don't even know if I'm gonna take, but I might just. This looks prominent enough for me to want to go into it. So the US 100, I mean 30, is looking suspicious also. Let's start from the weekly. So on the weekly, we it's been quite bullish for the past 2 weeks. So I would also so for the past 2 weeks it's been bullish, right? But then there's a strong area of displacement from here from this leg to this leg that broke this particular structure here before retracing. And now on the daily, it has been showing significant signs of rejection, which is from Thursday. After hitting it with these big, huge displacements, sweeping this particular high here, it's been bouncing off and bouncing on. If we are going to use a daily CRT, we could pick this and say that was a sweep, right? Good and fine. But if we are to look at the overall 2 weeks projection, it's looking bullish. Although there's a pin bar candle appearing just above the the imbalance in which I am pointing out, which is probably, let me check. I think it's 4 hours. Yeah, it's a 4 hours order block. The 4 hours, the 4 hours fair value gap, and it has been rejecting massively from there ever since. Oh my God, let me play my song. So yeah, it has been rejecting from there massively for the past 3 days, 4 days now. If if not for anything, I personally would have said, okay, let me start full blowing sales. But I would want to see some sorts, some sort of displacements, which this is basically because it has actually broken structure to the downside from a massive rejection. I could call this a change of character. This looks prominent also, mostly because, but typically, for me, yeah, if I'm to take if I would want to take a sell from this position or from this perspective, it's usually from somewhere around here. I'm saving this threshold, right? Because this is the equilibrium of the FVG, the entire FVG that we're taking from, right? I'm still going lower, and I'm sure I'm still going to see much more better zones than for, but typically here is a good zone for me in general. I prefer taking it from this particular 30 minutes order block up here because why this one is tight and it's just a bit above the mid range of the 4 hours, the equilibrium of the 4 hours. I mean, still mid range, still mid range, regardless. So I would typically prefer something like this. This is if I could get probably a small retracement from here, right? Causing an inducement or just a direct stab from here aggressively. Either way, it could be fine. There's a possibility it might come and invalidate this fair value gap completely, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. So something like this is typically what I would be looking for. So you see how we did the top-down analysis from the weekly down to the daily. To the 4 hours. Down probably two, one, 30, and here we are. I like seeing other blocks that come just before, my bad, just before the fair value gap. Alright? Those kind of other blocks to me priority. They usually come with significant risks to reward. Like you can arrange it well and get a higher probability trade. It seems as though US 30 would wait for the 9:30 open. Right? What time is it? Let me check what time it is in New York. So we'll probably wait for the 9:30 open and see what price does from there. So that's it for US 30. Let's go to GBP AUD. GBP AUD has been going wild for a couple of weeks now. It's been falling drastically, totally obliterating. Although it's in this weekly averaging, which is quite strong because price has been reacting to it for almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks now, 6 weeks straight, and it's still in the mid range of that particular averaging. Now let's go to the 4 hours. We are seeing price react from, like I said, the weekly fair value gap, and on the daily we are still seeing tremendous sales. Taking buys right now would be considered significantly stupid. Although yesterday, being Monday, the week opened and had a bullish day, doesn't necessarily significantly mean anything, and that's the reason why lots of times I avoid trading on a Monday. Tuesday, which is today, we are selling drastically. Does that mean that buyers are not going to come in at the end of or this week? No, but does it mean it's going to sell? I don't know. But I can't be trading against the trend. It's still significantly bullish. I haven't seen anything that would make me say, okay, I'm changing my. If I see an engulfing, right? Maybe something engulfs. Maybe it engulfs this, or probably a doji or something around here. Then I shall start having significant thoughts of taking buys or getting into the buys or finding areas to get into the buys from. So for GBP it's quite I'm quite skeptical about doing anything. But on the daily, let's go below the daily. It's my movie on kids. Let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, we are
Send me the
seeing
link because it's like I need to move on to every mood deserves a playlist. Create yours and fill it with your favorite songs on Spotify.
on 4 hours. It's basically still the same thing. It's rejecting off of significant zones and it's just doing its thing basically. There's a possibility that this. What did I even draw this from? I think this is an order block down here. Probably a 2 hours order block, right? Yeah, it's a 2 hours order block. It's reacting. It might invalidate this 2 hours order block and shoot for something lower. Probably this. Let me draw it out. This looks like something that could also be targeted. Right? This looks like something that could also potentially be targeted. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen this week, it could happen in the middle of next week also. But for now, it seems like this particular order block that we're targeting from last week it was being respected as of last week, yeah. But it seems as though it might get invalidated. I mean, this particular candle alone, yeah, says a lot. Like it's just a very bullish candle. So there's a possibility it might take from here, but for now it's a no-go area. I'm not doing anything or entering anything in GBP AUD for now. Still looks very bearish. Yeah. I mean, yeah, still looks very bullish here, but for now I will just avoid until I see reactions probably from here or something. But for now, no, I'm avoiding. Let's check Euro USD. Now, Euro USD was something I was looking at earlier today. I did not go too deep into it yet, but I noticed significant rejections. And from last week, we were saying something. I mean, this is this DXY. We were saying something about waiting for it to get to these areas of rejections, right? Which could be this or this particular one that has they all have inducements. Even this is an inducement for this particular order block, right? There has been significant levels of let's go as far down as the weekly. There have been significant buys for a while now. I won't say just because this past 2 weeks have ended up as sells that it is just going to continue selling. There are zones that haven't been filled, right? Prior. Let's go down to the daily. There are zones that haven't been filled, and there's a possibility price is just coming back down to take out those zones before rallying, of which it has touched one of them. And now I'm going to draw out my daily CRT on this particular candle, and let me see. So for a couple of days now, DXY has been flying. This week it opened up, and just immediately after it opened, after a brief pullback, it's I'm talking about the weekly open, just by the way. It's rallied up, closing on a bullish day. It doesn't necessarily mean today would be a bullish day, right? But there's a strong possibility based off of the candle ranges. It's consolidating right now, as we can all see. It's very obvious. But then it's only right to follow the trend, follow structures, follow the structure. Alright. And don't forget, it is reacting off of a high probability order block, and it has rallied. Right? With good candles also, and good rejections. So let's check deeper and see if there's something we can grab out of this. This was a sweep. This was a market structure shift on the lower time frame, but here on the higher time frame, you might not necessarily get to see it as much, but it is a market structure shift. Let's go deeper. Let's go 30 minutes. Okay. So on the 30 minutes, it tells a bigger story. Right? After a sweep, there was a market structure shift. Price came back to react off of this order block here. Alright. Lower time from order block, that's on the 30 minutes. And it has been rallying since then. To let my victory show. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Oh, this other block was tapped in twice. It's at this point it's completely invalidated. It belongs to the street now, so we're not even looking at it again. Now we have to look at where we are at now, which is this 30 minutes order block. which price is actually reacting off of now as we speak. Right?
Always on the lookout for new tunes? Spotify Premium lets you
If
explore a
I
catalog
had
of millions of songs with high quality audio. Get 3 free
observed this
months
one
now
time,
and
right,
cancel anytime.
and caught
Tap the
on to
banner to
this
learn more.
particular engulfing candle here, I would have taken a trade looking something like this and targeted this. Although I would typically look for a 1:3, so I would make sure it breaks out from this daily range and look for a 3. So something like this typically is what I would be looking for. For it to break like this. I can go lower to as low as 55 minutes and see if I can see something there, but you know what? Yeah, let me do that. I will do that. If it can break this structure, right, and retrace something like this, then I might consider taking it off of this other block here and see if it breaks. That's just my consensus. I don't know if if it will come back, but this looks like something that should play out. That's if it breaks the structure now. If it doesn't break it now, then I think I'm just chasing the dream there. But this is what I expect it to come down to. And if I'm expecting, the XY to buy, then I'm definitely expecting the euro to sell, which it looks like is what it's doing now. So yeah, I think the consensus is right. If I'm wrong, then okay, I guess. But yeah, this looks pretty much like what I would expect to happen. A sell on Euro USD and buys on the XY. Yeah. Also, Euro USD is reacting, even if it's not like a full touch. It happens like this sometimes. A lot of times, maybe immediately after just sweeping a high probability zone where it just taps in to the FVG and just starts rallying from there. So it's been rallying let me check it on the weekly. Let's go to the weekly, to the weekly, to the weekly, to the weekly. So I like this. On Euro USD on the weekly, it's looking much more like a weekly CRT. It looks much more like a weekly CRT, and it's something that I don't I don't mind, right? But I don't mind taking trades like this because obviously it's not necessarily something that's crazy. Now, why I say it looks like a weekly CRT is because there's a sweep here, right? And then price displaced aggressively back into the range, right? It just swept it. And if you know me very well, you know I tend to look for a lot of sweeps. So price swept. This is a sweep, and then displaced aggressively back downwards. Now let's go to the daily and see what it looks like there. So yeah, on the daily we can see a daily CRT. Right? We can see a daily CRT over here. Yeah. So where was I? Daily CRT. I don't trust this rejection. I won't lie to you and say I trust this rejection. But you can't follow, like I said, I follow the trend, and if the trend is starting to say, oh, I'm starting to pull back, I can't say, oh, because it hasn't touched this fair value gap completely, that I'm just going to completely ignore it. You get? I go where the trend goes, and the trend is telling me it's right. So yeah, let's go down to 4 hours. There has been a lot of engulfing and shooting star candle patterns. It's just a mirage of various various. Man. So since then it's been dropping dramatically. How many days has it been selling straight now? It's been selling straight for 3 days. Is there any imbalances below? I'm not seeing any that I can. This was the most prominent imbalance I could see, right? To say, okay, this is where I would expect it to react from. Below, I'm not seeing anything. Maybe if I go deeper, I might see something here, but as of now, I'm not seeing anything below. Um, I remember we are saying DXY is going to be buying soon from our analysis, right? So it's only fair to look at sales for Euro USD. I don't think of anything smarter to do, but it's showing a significant downtrend with the trend lines. The market structure is reading bullish. I mean bearish. The candles signifying the same thing. I don't know. I will expect Euro USD to sell, right? Mostly because the XY is buying proper structure, right? Unfold soon, which it kind of is. I mean, this is a pretty good structure, right? And I should be taking sales from here, especially after this, really nice evening star candle or morning star. I don't forget how I can't remember all the candle patterns and how they mentioned them, but I think there should be an evening star. So
just good vibes all the way. I've stayed and like your DM.
it is a beautiful trade. I won't lie to you. It looks very much like it's going to sell soon,
Let the music connect you.
right?
Only on Spotify.
Especially after this break of structure here. This should be an MSS. if it breaks this structure, alright, this would be a good area to sell from. So something like this would be pretty good. Something like this. This is the ideal setup and the ideal trade for Euro USD. Just like we got a buy for the XY. But remember, all under the prowess of it breaking those structures, both on Euro USD and on the XY. So let's observe and see. So now we're done with Euro USD. I should be expecting the same thing to happen on GBP USD. We've done our, I think I've done an analysis on BTC. I think that's what I started with. I can't remember. But yeah, gold now. Now gold I haven't touched on all morning because last week I had a losing trade on gold. I was expecting it to react from this suspicious, I called it, suspicious order block here, of which it would have. I mean, it did at some point. Came rallied down. It got to, it was a ratio. It didn't get to ratio 2. So I have a rule that if it gets to ratio 2, I reduce my risks back down to what they call it, to break even. But it didn't get there, so I was stopped out at the full position. I was aiming for at least a ratio 3 or a ratio 4 trade, which is somewhere around here. And I lost out on that one. It wasn't a bad trade, it was a beautiful trade. Beautiful execution. But unfortunately, it went the wrong way. And then we're back down. So let's go to the weekly and do our top down. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So a while back, we were having these zones as key points of interest as to where our price would have a nice significant rejection. Just check this out. This is a weekly. This is a weekly range high and a weekly range low. And guess what? It happened just immediately after hitting the strong zones. These strong zones are typical order blocks on the. I'll show you when I go to the lower time frame. But then it has had significant reactions or rejections from there, and now seems to be having a pullback. So this is the weekly CRT, just here, CRH, and then the weekly CRL. On a daily, it has been dropping significantly. I would have wanted to consider this, my CRT on a daily, but no. I will still use this particular single candle. And it has been consolidating basically in the range ever since then, since tapping into this zones. Let's go to the lower time frame and check the market structure in there. So I have been anticipating for this structure to be broken, but it hasn't budged since then. And we still haven't seen a major reaction. So
What a day. Time for a drive to clear my head. Let's find something mellow. M W. Ah, now this exactly what I needed. Let's head home. Your personal DJ is now in your pockets. Type in what you feel, and Spotify's AI DJ plays it. Only on Premium.
so now there are significant zones inside here, which is also where we considered our what do you call it weekly CRH. Now this 2 hours FVG in it is very glaring, and it looks like something that Paris might want to react from instead of going as high as this other block to take it. But we have to go deeper to be able to be to be sure. And the amount of liquidities are just here, like just sitting pretty, waiting for price to come and get it. To come and get it. So yeah. Now look at it from the 1 hour time frame perspective, right? Price broke structure. Yeah. In fact, let's go deeper. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Price broke structure. Then rallied downwards. Then started rallying up again. So typically, yeah, I was expecting it to come down, and after breaking all the structures, yeah, even including this one, I was expecting it to come up, which is tap into something. I don't know what I was expect. I didn't even expect anything as of this week. It was as of last week. I started expecting, okay, there's a possibility it to start to sell, which is what we are seeing this week. Not multiple, just 1 week. That was last week of rejection. So we should go back down, and I will typically be looking for areas to start selling from. Monday, that was yesterday, it was. This is why I like having my session breaks on. Yesterday was a bullish day. Yeah, yesterday was a bullish day. So yeah, what was I saying? I got distracted by a message there. Um, so yeah, there are lots of potential zones that price could start reacting from above here. I would typically like to see it break. It did break structure. I mean, it did break a little bit of structure, right? Somewhere here. But that is not the major structure I would have liked to see it break before I would want to take this particular trade. This is what I'm looking at. It should look something like this. Right? And then I will target here. But I'm skeptical about gold today. But this looks like something that could be permanent. Besides, it has broken the structure. I mean, not broken entirely. It is a sweep, so it's void to me now. I can't consider this a break until it actually breaks either here or here. So until then, it's just void. From what I see from my weekly CL, from my weekly range, it is looking like I would be taking a sell from somewhere around here, somewhere around 4,200, 4.2K.
That's the lyrics feature on Spotify. I always sing along with the words.
Yeah,
when I
that's
listen to
it
music.
for
Okay,
gold.
karaoke champion. Carry on.
I'm not really seeing much on the charts today, and
Karaoke mic. Sing along with
I
lyrics.
think we can go deeper in this gold. Yeah, we can go. I think we did already. We did already. So, if being honest, yeah, this isn't even the appropriate order block to be. This is it. This is where I would typically want to take a nice sell from. Even if I'm going to be taking a trade from this fair value gap, it won't be a huge trade, right? It won't be one huge ass trade. I'm going to minimize my risks on it tremendously. Something like this would be okay, and then search for better entries, right? Somewhere above, probably here or here, somewhere around here. This is more ideal. This is what I would consider an A plus trade. This one here, this one above, right? But this is also something that is quite achievable, right? So that's all for today. Today's reviews on the markets I am following, and I guess I will catch you all next time. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to whoever comes across this, live. Try as much as I can to see if I can drop short-term content like little videos or snips or reels or shorts and things like that into the mix, and hopefully it gets better. I'm sure it goes. I might come back live later on in the late afternoon section of the New York session and see if I can catch a couple of trades, or if I can get a couple of triggers. If the alarm reminds me, then yeah. But until then, catch you all next time.